So I want to go ahead and talk about today. I want to talk about the best cold emails. Okay, how to basically cold the email, and let's put it this way: unlocking the power of cold emailing and cold calling. Now, the reason why I'm talking about cold emailing is this: is I spend tens of thousands of dollars. Actually, pardon me for that. I spent almost tens of thousands of dollars. Let's put it in a better word. Okay, on Facebook ads, and I can tell you this: that the return that we see. Okay, on Facebook, we get hundreds of leads on a monthly basis, and the return that we see on Facebook ads compared to the return that we see on our cold emailing campaign is insane. When I mean insane, I mean it's phenomenal. Now, I personally do not cold call much because cold calling is like telemarketing laws, so many laws versus emailing. I mean, people can just either discard your email, delete your email, and they can unsubscribe, right? So I prefer cold email because it's not as stringent as you would think, right? Now, the way I want to do this, guys, is I want to kind of go ahead and dive into something different. I want to go ahead and get into a list of questions, right? A list of questions. Now, it would be great if I went ahead and, lack of a better word, let me see if I can access this right now and cover the few questions right here that I have. Okay, so the first few questions I have on cold emailing: what are the best cold email, cold call and cold email tools available? Okay, the best cold call tools and the best cold email tools available. Let me just say this, guys. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I like to propagate the software Ryzen. As you can see, this is Ryzen Results. I like to propagate Ryzen and say, you know what, Ryzen Results is one of the best tools for marketing, but we are very strict and stringent as far as not using our platform for cold emailing and cold calling. Just for the fact that the providers we use, such as Lead Connector, which is powered by Twilio and Mailgun, is very, very stringent on cold calling, cold texting, and cold emails, right? So Ryzen, I'll be very honest with you, Ryzen is not the best platform when you're going to be talking about cold emailing or cold texting. We can do cold calling, but cold emailing and cold texting, not really the best. What I would say is the best platform I have personally used, and it's almost very much affordable, is a tool called Instantly. Okay, and this is actually, most people say you're referring to a competitor. Not really. I am just referring. I want you guys to pretty much have the best experience. Okay, so instantly.ai. Definitely go check them out. Because when it comes to cold calling, cold emailing, you have to understand something. I want you to understand something. Think about this. The providers, the inbox providers, such as Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook. Whenever somebody sends you an email, they actually go ahead and scan that email. So they scan that email. They look at the email. They have crawlers that crawl the email and say, okay, this email is not from a friend, right? Like, for instance, if you send an email that comes in and says, hey, we're selling this stuff and this promotion and this, you get automatically thrown into the promotions tab because it's saying, hey, this person is not a friend, right? So above all, you want your emails to look like they are coming from a friend. You want your emails to look like they're coming from a partner. You want your emails to look like they're coming from a It has to look normal, like a normal conversation. Now, I'm not going to access, one of our campaigns that we're running, but I'm going to go ahead and show you just a quick overview as far as, just to give you an example as far as our cold email stats so far. So just give you an example right now based on campaign. This is less than the past 30 days, 4 weeks, last 4 weeks. So this is data from the last 4 weeks. So one of the campaigns, we've sent out 9,000 emails. We've gotten 26 opportunities. Not the best, working on it. The other campaign, we've sent out 3976. We've gotten 81 opportunities. Now, an opportunity is basically saying people said you're interested, right? It doesn't mean that they actually went ahead and purchased the product. You're like, oh, I'm interested, right? And then here, virtual assistant free trial, this is basically 46 opportunities. Right now, just to kind of give you an example as far as what the close ratio is as far as what my sales team told me, the closing percentage is about, if I'm not mistaken, I believe as of this week was about 13%, but average is about 24%. So if we do the math, we have 26 plus 81 plus 46, so that's 153 times 24%. Which is 36.72. So we were able to close 36 deals per month. Okay, 36 deals per month. Now, I'll give you guys an example. The average person, a business owner that we work with, spends around roughly low end $600 to $1,300. So that's every month. Okay, so you factor in 36 times 1,300. That's a $36,000 added revenue per month. Right now, I'm not here to brag about anything. I'm not here to discuss that. I'm not here to disclose the revenue at all of the company. Those are all potential income, right? So I don't want you to get your hopes up. But I'm saying this is, if you're going to go into generating client leads for your business, cold email and direct mail campaigns are, I would say, 100% go for it. Now, this is coming from somebody who spends thousands of dollars on Facebook ads. Okay, and I'm the one telling you right now that I would still prefer cold emailing as opposed to everything. The reason why I do Facebook ads is, think about it in a sense, is to, there's a lot of people I can reach via cold email, and there's a lot of people I can reach via Facebook. I may not be able to reach both, but I want to have access to all, right? So that's kind of how I do it, right? And my goal every month, every week, my team has a goal every week to hit 25 new enrollments per week. That's the goal every week, to hit 25 new enrollments. Now, we come close. For the most part, we don't necessarily hit the number every time, but we do come close to it, right? Now, the reason why I'm saying this to you guys is definitely give cold email Instantly a shot. Instantly is very, very good because they are able to, with the train of thought. I had to go back to my train of thought that I was thinking about. They are able to simulate interactions, such as like you go into one of your inboxes or check your email, and then they will have you have an email from another company, right? But it's going to be AI messaging your inbox, right? Because you have a new domain. Okay, when you have a new domain, when your domain is new and your your domain is new and your inbox is new, you're more than likely going to go into spam, right? So Instantly gives you the warm-up tool, which gives you the ability to avoid going to spam. Okay, that's one. So best cold email tool I have out there is Instantly. The best cold call tool, you can use our tool to cold call. Rising results, 100% cold call. We also have features inside of Ryzen. Let me see if I can go ahead and log into my dashboard right now. I'm going to come up here. Hold on, I know you can't see it now. I just have to make sure that I'm hiding all sensitive information. I just don't want you guys seeing all the sensitive information. Okay. So in this tab here, we have what's called the Trust Center. So here in the Trust Center, you have the ability to pretty much increase the answer rate. So basically, increase the answer rate for your call. We have tools that are set up in here to make sure that you do not go to spam. Okay, because the main thing is, if your call, for instance, if you get a phone call from someone and it says spam likely, like I got a few calls right now. Okay, my phone is on airplane mode, and it says spam likely. I'm not gonna answer it. Why would I answer it? Right? So the main thing is, if your number is popping up as spam, it's almost very hard for you to actually go ahead and be able to, get someone to answer the phone. So we have tools in there that we've implemented to make sure to reduce the likelihood of your number going to spam. And it doesn't matter if you purchase that number from a third-party platform or you purchase a number inside of our platform, right? Next is I'm going to go through another question here. Is how do cold call and email tools improve sales outreach? It does. Cold emailing specifically, because like you guys saw, I'm looking at the statistics based off of the numbers I'm showing here. 36 deals, I believe. 36 deals off of 20,000 emails in a month. It's not bad, because if you want to get to 100 deals, then just send 60,000 emails a month. If you send 60,000 emails a month, you get 100. You can add 100. And if your product is $1,000 and you add 100 new customers every month, that's 100,000 a month. In 12 months, you have $1 million business. Cold emailing, and guess what? The reality is, this is as long as you have access to be able to scrub the leads, get the right data, and make sure, number one thing, make sure that you are verifying your list. Verify the emails. And when you verify the emails, make sure you're not getting spam traps, you're not getting wrong emails, so to reduce your bounce rate. This is the one thing that most people do not know when they cold email. This is the one thing people don't pay attention to. If you have a high bounce rate, you are sending a bad signal to the carriers. You're sending a bad signal to the email provider saying, why are we going to accept an email from somebody that everybody else doesn't? think about it from an aspect of social proof, right? Um, Nobody wants to talk to the person who's always alone. People want to talk to someone that's social, right? That's the same thing. The providers want an email from somebody that other people are responding and seem to have a valid email sending reputation. Okay, so pay attention to that, guys. Next thing is, what are some advantages of using cold email and cold email tools? Obviously, you can reach more people. What features do cold call and email tools include? Now, it all depends. Now, like for instance, this tool here, instantly, I mean, it has the warm up tool. Okay, the warm up tool is basically it gives you that ability to be able to go from an inbox because the reality is warming up an inbox is basically creating the belief, or rather making your inbox look as real or as somebody like as possible, right? If you're going to cold email, right? It is very important that you understand one thing, and I'm going to be very, 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 very particular about this, is having the right email tool, cold email tool, must have a warm-up attached to it if you're going to get whatever company it is. I wish we did. We don't have a warm-up tool. I personally am working on it, but I don't really know how to set up one right. Having a warm-up tool where your inbox can be basically warmed up to look like it is a legit, actually, give your inbox credibility, so that you can actually email people and deliver relevant information. Now, if you're going to be using this tools to, spam people or do any of that bad stuff, that's not good. Obviously, I'm going to say that. But if you have a product that you believe will definitely change people's lives, then absolutely go get an inbox, or basically get a cold email tool that gives the ability to warm up. Okay. All right. Now, guys, I'm just breezing through this. That's how I want to do it. I want to just go ahead and go through the questions, right? And then, are there any free cold call and email tools? Yes, there is. I believe there's a tool called optics.io. They do give cold email stuff. You can check them out. What are some tips for effectively using cold call and email tools? Some tips. Oh, tips for cold call. The list is very important, right? And also write good copy, relevant copy, right? For instance, if I'm emailing car dealers, right? I need to make my copy sound like it's for a car dealer, as opposed to making my copy sound like, it's for, just, a fisherman or something like that, right? Make sure you have relevant information that provides value, and keep it short. Nobody wants to read a long email about how you save cats for a living. Okay? If that's your job, is, hey, I can come into your neighborhood and save all the cats, that's perfectly fine. Keep it short. Hey, how would you like to make sure that there are no cats on the streets and all the cats are in rescues? Boom. You send that to 1,000 people, 10 people will say yes. Easy. Okay? And when it comes to cold email, just understand it's going to be a lower return, lower reply rate. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is, the reason why I'm even discussing cold email is, I have a variety of marketers that work with us. Okay? And I am a very big proponent of transparency. And I'm also, a lot of people have asked me, how do you get your clients? And I'm just telling you, I have, a member of my team. I have a full staff now. I think we have seven or eight full-time admin staff that report directly to me. And then obviously we have virtual assistants and other managers and managers. So at this point in time, I only know the people that I talk to. I really don't. And then I try to have a meeting with everybody when I can, but it's getting too much to actually keep track of. But yeah, I'm just revealing this. Hey, cold email, go out there and cold email, go out there and generate more clients for your business. And like I said, also another thing to understand is, there's a law called the Can Spam Act. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and read this with you guys. All right, we're gonna go on Google now. This is for commercial emails. What is? Let me see. It's just basically, go read through it, guys. But the main reason why I'm referencing that is, just go ahead and make sure that whenever you send emails, you'll send in relevant, compliant emails for the most part, right? And the reason why there's the Can Spam Act versus the TCPA and the Do Not Call list is because you have to understand something. These emails, if you check my email, I have 40,000 unread emails. I don't read my emails. I do read some ones. And I have my assistant read some of the other emails. That's the only way I can actually keep in touch with customers. But for the majority, and for the most part, just understand that when it comes to emails, most people really don't read it, right? So you might have a high open rate, but text messages, 97% of people will read text messages. That's the reason why there's so many stringent laws, because a lot of people read it. And emails, they can just, unsubscribe and all that, right? But just understand, whenever you're gonna cold email, just do it the right way. And that's all I got for you guys. And I say, guys, enjoy. And obviously, if you're gonna use this, if you're gonna cold email, I recommend one, cold email businesses, because you can cold email businesses. When you email consumers or customers, make sure that they actually opted in, right? Now, it's very common. You're going to have a lot of businesses that have a Gmail address. That's fine. If they listed themselves, if that email is listed as a Gmail, but a business email, that isn't a business email, right? That's just being hosted by the Gmail platform, but it's a business email. So you can't email businesses, because that's why cold email is more of a B2B thing than it is a B2C. So I recommend, if you're going to cold email, don't do it for, like, most people will try to cold email to sell insurance. It's like a huge list. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Absolutely not. If you're going to cold email insurance agents, for instance, because they listed your email as a business email, and that's fine, because it's a business. You're emailing business to business. But when it comes to consumers, just understand, make sure that they opted in, all right? Especially if you're trying to sell, a product off the list or something, right? And that's what I got for you guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to try to, unfortunately, I cannot commit to a posting schedule anymore because we're getting swamped. But I will do my best to release posts, 3 to 4 times a month. All right. And for that, I say enjoy.